Helo, croeso. Welcome to Meithrin Bronwydd. We are a preschool education provider through the medium of Welsh. So this term, our theme is the Julia Donaldson book, Superworm. Now, there is a Welsh version available, which is called Super Ab, but unfortunately, that book is out of print. So what I have done in preparation is I have translated it myself into the medium of Welsh, and therefore the children are able to enjoy the story in Welsh. We have all the characters, so we have invested in the soft toys, the superworm and the frogs, the bee, and we have also invested in a lizard and a crow, and these are the baddies in the story. So this is our discovery corner, and our theme for this term are little creatures and mini beasts. So we have certain areas of interesting objects, now called provocations. They say we have to place open-ended resources in areas, and just to see how they spark the children's interests and what they enjoy playing with. So you don't provide everything on a plate for them. You give them the resources and just observe what they do with those resources. There's also emphasis on sustainability and reusing materials. As you can see, this is a cardboard box that contained whiskers for my cat. It's been repurposed and painted, and this is the bug hotel which we have this term. Of course, a lot that happens in the discovery area is reflected outside in our garden, so we are also building a bug hotel at present out in the garden, where they can actually see firsthand the creatures that live in our garden. So we're in our garden now, and this is a total nature area, I think. We're sort of torn between cutting down weeds and making it neat, or do we leave it for nature? I think what we're trying to get across to the children is that there are creatures living in this garden where they need the wildness of it to survive. Eventually we will build this up to be a bug hotel. The children are fascinated when they come out and we turn over a stone and we see who's living there. We discovered these forget-me-not flowers earlier this term, and the children are fascinated by the colours. Obviously we are teaching the children that we need the flowers, that the bees need the flowers for pollinating. So this is our main garden, but we also have use of the village park. There's the river runs alongside our setting. I bring the children down here when the water is low, and that it's a safe environment for them. They pick up stones, they look for different shaped stones. There is a pool there which we can block off, and they can bring their boats down and their fishing nets, and they enjoy it. The level of engagement is very high. And we also spot the tractors this week. They tell me how many tractors they've seen and what colour they were. Some of the children of agricultural backgrounds will tell me what make they are. So it's we're part of a village, part of a community, and it all relates back to their sense of belonging and the sense of cynefin which we have in the new curriculum. This is our TRV group coming to a close for another Friday, and it always closes with songs. They get to choose a puppet out of the hat, and they enjoy it when it's their turn, and they pull out a puppet and then a song is sung about that puppet. So initially we had funding to develop our outdoor area in Bronwydd, But then our circumstances changed in that we were unable to be at Bronwydd for a period of time. The fund therefore assisted us in setting up a new setting, a temporary setting, and just to enable us to open and provide a service still in the same area for the same children, and to continue and to stop us from having to close after the pandemic. It enabled us to purchase PPE equipment, which was of course vital during the pandemic if any childcare setting was to open, and to help us purchase some extra resources that we needed. It helped with the cost of the rent of that particular setting. Applying for the funding was relatively easy compared with other grants which we have applied for over the years. There was a degree of flexibility. When I explained that we weren't able to return to Bronwydd, they immediately suggested that we seek further funding to enable us to open a temporary cilch in another location.